experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Cave City, Arkansas for the state quarterfinal between the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers and the Brooklyn Lady Bobcats. I'm Lynn Gregson. Beside me today is Dr. Alan Williams, superintendent of Prairie Grove High School, and we're very glad to be here. It's a long ways out here, isn't it, Dr. Williams?
It's a long trip and early in the afternoon, so I don't know how many of our fans are going to be able to make it, so I'm hoping a lot will be tuning in this evening.
Well, we welcome those who are watching, and particularly, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it's being shown in our high school cafeteria today. I want to also recognize our East Lab students. If you've been on here earlier, you may have seen them. They've had a competition and a conference down in Hot Springs, and they've been showing off what they've been doing all year with the webcast. And we had our challenges getting everything going today without them here, but we are glad they had a good time there, and welcome them. We know they're watching in Hot Springs. And let's talk a little bit of basketball. We've seen some good action already here, but today's game, Brooklyn comes in, and they won last night. Is that correct?
They won last night against Bauxite and really played well. I know in talking to Coach Froud today, he feels like we've got to play well to win this game.
Well, I also just want to tell you, if you're watching, and I know that we have our regulars that are here, and then there's with the Fearless Fridays of the world and the various bulletin boards, there may be others who normally don't join us. We welcome you, but if you want to let us know where you're watching from, go to pgtigersonline.com and go to the comments page and let us know where you're watching from. We've already got a few already. West Helena is Mary Ann. She's with us. Phil Hudspeth, that's Lacey Beek's grandfather. He's in Gainesville, Georgia. Welcome you, Phil. John and Sandy Wyatt. John and Sandy Wyatt and Kennedy watching from Prairie Grove. And then Pete Winters watching from Springdale. And we're glad to have all of you and others. Please post online. Let us know where you're watching from. You know, the thing is this is becoming familiar territory, Alan, with our girls that we make it to the state. This is something we've had 4 straight regional championships, but we have to come into this game very focused and concentrate, because last year we came in same place and were upset in the first round.
That's right, and I think our girls are ready to play. I got in last night and came in the hotel, and I mentioned to Coach Froud how quiet it was to have high school teams there at the hotel, and he said, you know, our girls just know how to travel and know how to get ready. But I think they're focused in their walkthrough today. They had a good about hour-long practice, and I think they're ready to play.
Well, I want to recognize our crew that's with us today. Shelly Williams, she's producing for us. And she's running it like she's a pro, so it seems like she's been doing it for a long time. Also want to recognize and I really appreciate Chris Harton, who's running our camera for us today. Without our East Lab students, we've put together a good crew, and we're glad to have everybody here. Some more from our comments page. Ashley Franklin watching from Sherman, Texas. And Bree Bartholomew Gregg, a former Lady Tiger, graduate of 2007. She's watching and wishing luck for the Lady Tigers. It's interesting to see as Brooklyn warms up. I think the other night there was a nice defensive battle with them and Bauxite. They battled inside, and they have a young lady on their team that I think could give us a little bit of problems. Her name, and I just dropped my page here.
I can give you numbers of a couple, I think. But
I lost my page. Let's see. I think her name is, I believe it's Alexa? It's Alexa Thompson, I believe.
I think her and I want to say the 10th grader, number 15.
Callie Milligan.
I've heard good things about her as well.
Morgan Abernathy watching. Kendall Lehman, who's helped so much in the past with our webcast, is watching. Mallory Mounts. Again, all welcome. And Coach Froud, he's decked out today. Coach Froud's decked out today in his black shirt with a yellow tie. He's all Prairie Grove Tigered up, ready for his action today as well. And
well, there's definitely some excitement in the gym, and I think Cave City's doing a good job of hosting this tournament. And good atmosphere.
It's a great atmosphere. What I like about the facility, and for those that are watching, it's close to the court. And watching the two previous games before this, very loud. I mean, and so the momentum, you get that momentum going, and if you got a good-sized crowd here, it could really help you. We're going to run a couple commercials real quick, and we'll be back with you for some more pregame comments.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. Let's face it, life's moving along at a faster pace these days, and every now and again you find that one stop that allows you to catch your breath. That one stop that reminds you of the good old-fashioned values. The one stop that hand dips their ice creams and makes hamburgers to die for. The one stop that can furnish you with propane and pizza and everything in between. And they usually call you by your name and ask you about your family. Well, that place in Prairie Grove is Frederick's One Stop, serving Prairie Grove since 1975. They say, "Go Tigers!"
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
Again, we welcome you to Cave City, Arkansas for the state quarterfinal matchup between the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers and the Brooklyn Lady Bobcats. Lady Tigers come into the game regular season conference champs, district champs, regional champs. They've had an incredible run this year. They've only 4 losses Alan, and those 4 losses came at the hands of those of higher classification. Shiloh Christian. They also lost, I believe, to Conway, Greenland, and one other 7A school.
Right, Greenwood, and then
Greenwood. I'm sorry, I said Greenland. I meant Greenwood.
Little Rock Central.
Little Rock Central. So those are the losses, and those were early in the season. And we've talked about this a couple of times on our webcast. And these girls, it seemed like the turning point that I've seen in the season, because early on, the bench wasn't overly deep. And early on in the season, you were like, well, when, is this team going to live up to the tradition that's been here? And it seemed like the Farmington game in the middle of the season was the game that they really turned it on. They won that game by 14 points. And since that time, they've looked like the Lady Tigers that we've come accustomed to seeing.
They have, and they just find a way to win. I really thought last week when Maumelle tied the game up late on a long three-pointer, and we had one player out with an injury and 2 on the bench with foul trouble, that if we were going to lose, that was probably the day. And somehow we found a way to win again. And our girls just they seem to play good. And when crunch time gets there, they don't get rattled. They just keep playing and pull them out.
Well, we hope that was an incredible game, and we really, that it so happened that in Maumelle there was a timing issue with the wireless internet, and we went off right in the exciting time of the game and tried to. I don't think we're going to have those problems here in Cave City. Everything seems to be working and in proper order. But that was an incredible game, and then the Lady Tigers were able to defeat one of their conference rivals, the Gentry Lady Pioneers, in the championship. And again, I can't say enough good things about Gentry in the sense of how they've just learned how to gel here in tournament time. Well, we've got about 3 minutes before game time, and we're going to take one more commercial break, and we'll be back with the starting lineups.
I want you to try and imagine all the progress that's been made in medicine since 1918. Now try and imagine the progress that's been made in the insurance business as well. Needless to say, the changes have been massive, but Sterling Drug in Prairie Grove has kept up with it all, and Gary Davis and his staff are ready to provide you with the latest and most effective drugs, and they're going to work with the insurance companies as well. While there have been massive changes in medicine and insurance, one thing that has not changed is the quality professional care you'll receive from Sterling Drug. Sterling Drug, keeping you healthy since 1918. PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, just getting ready for the starting lineups, and recognize Kay Absher, who's watching. And Kendall Lehman, I was looking at his comment, he says he thinks it's going to be a good run to Hot Springs. And normally the state championship is in Hot Springs. This year, because of conflict with, I think, the Sun Belt Conference Championship, the games are going to be played in Little Rock, and I forget the venue.
It's at the old Barton Coliseum, so probably not nearly as nice a place to play, but if you get there, you're going to
you're glad you're there.
That's right.
We're right behind the Brooklyn fans, and there's quite a few of them here. I imagine they're a little closer to this venue than we are, and but we have some representation here from the Lady Tigers, and we're getting ready for the starting lineup. Well, looks like you're going to hear a lot of background noise. We're right under the speaker of the gymnasium sound system, so you're going to hear right now Tom Petty playing in the background, but you're going to hear various music throughout the day. We just happen to be right under it. Again, if you're watching, go to PGTigersOnline.com. Go to the comments page. Let us know where you're watching from. We welcome you, and are glad to have you watching. I'm going to give a shout out now while we wait to my normal partner, Derek Dugan. I know he was there in Prairie Grove is going to be watching. Derek, wish you were here. Always like having you with us, and thanks for watching where you are today. Well, we got eight minutes up there and double zeros, and I think we're ready for the starting lineups.
The 2013 Class 4A State Basketball Tournament in cooperation with the Arkansas Activities Association. State Farm Insurance has been the official sponsor of state and regional awards for the AAA since 1994. State Farm Insurance also provides 10 yearly scholarships for student athletes throughout Arkansas. Wilson Sporting Goods is the oldest Arkansas Activities Associate corporate sponsor. Wilson is the official ball sponsor of the AAA. The next game will be between the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats and the Prairie Grove Lady Tigers.
I want to apologize for any Brooklyn fans who have been watching. I've been calling the Bobcats or the Bearcats, so I apologize for that. I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus that told me they were the Bobcats. The PA announcer is still reading off the various requirements from the AAA prior to the contest.
The officials for tonight's game are Steve Padgett, Donald Duncan, and Dan Burrows. The officials are people who are assigned of the game. And now for the starting lineup.
And finally, for the starting lineups, the Lady Bearcats. They are the visitors. They're in the dark jersey. Number 12, a senior, Samantha Flowers. She's a 5'10 senior. Lady Tigers going to be the home team on the scoreboard. They're white. Senior guard, Whitney Fitz, and she's come back alive at last game. Back to her scoring ways. Jordan Maynard, a junior guard, a 5'7 junior guard for the Lady Bearcats.
For the Lady Tigers, number 14, a junior forward,
Lacey Beeks, a junior forward. She's 5'7". She's the 3-year starter. She started she played quite a bit as a freshman, been playing with the team for 3 years. Kaylee Key, a 5'10 forward senior for the Lady Bearcats. Macy Colchin, number 24, she's a junior.
The Lady Bearcats, number 15, a sophomore guard, Callie Milligan. For the Lady Tigers, number 25, a senior guard,
Justine Huber. She's a senior, and she is a 4-year starter for the Lady Tigers, and she's well known throughout the state for her contributions to the program. And now Minley Long, a 5'9 sophomore. Callie Robinson, she's a junior. So the Lady Tigers won a trip back to the state championship game. They played there in 2010 and won. 2011 lost there to Shiloh Christian, and last year upset in this round, the quarterfinals. And so we're getting ready for the tip. Again, those watching, let us know where you're watching from. We always like to give shout outs and know where you are. The one nice thing, I think, Alan, for the Lady Bearcats is they've gotten their state jitters out because they had a game yesterday.
I think that's true, and maybe we can get into their legs a little bit the second half, and they'll get a little tired. But yes, they have had a game on this floor, and sometimes that makes a difference, especially early going.
Well, the tip's controlled by the Lady Tigers. Whitney Fitz gets it inside to Huber. Huber up and good right off the bat. Justine Huber, 2-0. And it looks like they're going to try to work it down inside early.
Lady Bearcats don't have a whole lot of size, but really outside of Justine match up pretty well with us.
Well, a couple of them, you know, I think we sometimes forget. I mean, Justine's 6 feet. They got a couple of 5'10" young ladies that'll you know, at least have a good size. And now handling the ball is Milligan. She's a 5'4" sophomore. Now Samantha Flowers. And the Lady Bearcats are being patient, trying to get a good shot. Turn, spin. She had her, and there it is. Three-pointer on the way. No good. Good rebound that time, and she double dribbled. Milligan.
Hey, it looked a lot like Coach Froud said in their practice today, that they'd be patient and look for three-point shots. And so we're going to have to be good on the defensive end out front.
Well, the Lady Tigers break the press quickly. They got a 2-on-1. There's a feed. There it is to Callie Robinson. No good. She's going to be fouled by number 22, Jordan Maynard. Robinson's going to go to the line. Nice job of breaking the press that time to get a 2-on-1 opportunity.
When we get the opportunity, we push the ball pretty quickly up the floor.
And Robinson nails that one, and it's 3-0, Lady Tigers. 6:58 just underway. Again, we welcome you to our webcast. Callie missed the second one, and so makes one of two, 3-0. Lady Tigers in the lead. There's Milligan. Milligan handles the ball a lot for him, as we've watched here in the early going. Jordan Maynard, she's guarded, but quite a distance away is Macy Colchin. Lady Tigers in a man-to-man, and wow, she's well, that was a no call. There was a May could have got a push there on Whitney, and then she slid across the floor, and no call there, and the Lady Bearcats retained possession.
Well, Whitney didn't back up. She tipped the ball and took her all the way into the back court with it.
Shot on the way, no good. That was long. Rebound goes to Colchin, and now the Lady Tigers with an opportunity to stretch their lead. Nice job. There is, and they're going to call a travel on Beeks.
Made a move to take the ball down the baseline and got called for the travel.
I'm looking at the officials, and one of these officials actually looks familiar. We may have seen him a few times up in Northwest Arkansas, but he may just look like somebody. But
well, I know one we saw last week at the regional tournament in Maumelle, and I remember seeing him when I worked at Bologna. He calls a lot around the central part of the state.
There's the foul is going to be on Macy Colchin. First team foul, first foul for Macy. One team foul apiece. Ball gets in to Kayla Key. She's guarded by Beeks. And now Key with a shot, no good. Rebound goes to the Lady Tigers. Nice save there by Key. I'm sorry, by Long. And now Macy Colchin with the ball in the corner. She's going baseline. She's picked up, and nice defense there by the Lady Bearcats, and knocked away by Key. And the shot missed by Maynard, and now the ball is going back and forth down the court quickly, and this time going to be a blocking foul. Blocking foul on number 23, Kayla Key. Nice aggressive play there by Colchin.
Colchin got the outlet pass and took it the length of the court and was fouled going for the, I guess they called that on the floor. I thought they might call it on the shot.
I did too. They call on the floor, second team foul for Lady Bearcats. And there's Colchin blocked. Nice block shot there by Minley Long, and here comes Maynard. Maynard's guarded by Colchin. Boy, Callie Robinson's having to work inside guarding Flowers. 4:44 to go in the first quarter. Lady Tigers lead 3-0.
So far, our defense has been really, really good.
Ball was kind of knocked away there by Robinson, and then they kind of fought over it, their own players, and the ball goes out of bounds on the Lady Bearcats, and they're going to call a timeout.
They've had trouble making any kind of pass to the inside without it being contested.
And their shot selection, you know, the thing is, I think their shot selection hasn't been bad, Alan. It's just that it's been, they just haven't made them. They've had, I think, 2 or 3 really good looks, just unable to convert.
think you're right. They look to be a well-coached team. They're running their offense, and but they're going to have trouble getting it inside, at least so far.
Well, Jake McBride, he's helped us a lot on the webcast and stuff as well. He's our PA announcer, and he's letting us know the Prairie Grove High School lunchroom says, "Go Lady Tigers." We welcome you guys and are glad you're there watching. Whitney Fitz brings the ball over the timeline. It's 3-0, 4:25 to go here in the first quarter. Callie Robinson up at the top. That's unusual to see her up there. They feed it inside to Justine. She taps it out to Fitz. Back inside, Justine's going to be fouled, this time by number 12, Samantha Flowers. That's their third team foul. Her first and the team third. And now Huber, it was contested there. And there's Fitz for three. No good. Rebound goes to Beeks. She controls it. And then she gets it out to Huber. Across court to Macy Colchin. She drives, goes up. And they're going to call that one on the floor as well. That's also on Kayla Key. I believe that's her second foul, isn't it?
That is her second foul.
Her second, team fourth.
So Lady Tigers have already got the Lady Bearcats with 4 fouls, and we're halfway through the first quarter. And
they just subbed in number 2, Alexa Thompson, for Kayla Key.
And now moving the ball around. There's Colchin for three. Bottom! Yeah. There we go. Hey, 6-0, Lady Tigers. 3:50 to go here in the first. Nice ball movement by the Lady Bearcats. There's a three-pointer on the way from the Lady Bearcats. No good. Rebound goes to Fitz. Out to Huber. All alone is Callie. Take your time, Callie. Oh, no good. But rebound goes to Colchin. She puts it back up. No good. Rebound. I think they're going to go over the back with Macy. That's going to be her second foul. The team's that's 2 fouls on Macy early on, 3:30. So here comes Abby Smith in to replace her. Boy,
that was a tough one. Looked like she might have gotten fouled on the shot, and then she gets called for a foul going for the rebound. But Abby Smith into the game for Macy.
Maynard brings the ball down, and both teams have a player with 2 fouls. Key has 2 for the Lady Bearcats. Colchin has 2 for the Lady Tigers. 3:15 to go. Lady Tigers up 6-0. Ball knocked away by Huber, retained by the Lady Bearcats. Maynard's guarded by Abby Smith. There it's kicked out to Thompson.
So far, our defense has just made it almost impossible for them to get inside. I think I remember one maybe uncontested shot they took from inside the lane.
As you watch our defense, it's a man-to-man, but we're packed tight. I mean, we're like, okay, there's a shot on the way. And finally, Lady Bearcats get their first basket at the 2:40 mark.
That was by Jordan Maynard.
Maynard with the basket. Now Abby Smith at the top of the key. She drives. There's Beeks. She thought about it. There's Beeks. She drives, goes. No good. Rebound's going to go to Robinson. Now pull up jumper by Huber. Rolls in. Yes, 8-2. Lady Tigers.
That's 4 points for Justine so far.
And Maynard gets the ball down quickly for the Lady Bearcats. .155 to go. Tigers with a 6-point lead. There's Thompson, no good. Rebound, there is Milligan. Milligan is not the tallest young lady, but she is all over the floor and very quick.
She knifed in between 2 girls and got that rebound, and then they end up calling a jump ball.
And they have the possession arrow goes in favor of the Lady Bearcats. So nice hustle. I mean, Callie Milligan is quick.
They just subbed in 2 more players. Shammy Keogh, number 4, and Bailey Lovren, number 10.
Well, they brought the ball in, had a little bobble, and then I think it was Maynard caught the ball, but she was on the line, so the Lady Tigers are going to get possession. 1:41 to go in the first quarter. Lady Tigers up 8-2. Get it past the press quickly, and now Fitz is on our side, or the good side of the court. Here comes Beeks, rolls it up, no good. Robinson battling, gets the rebound. Go Callie, that away. Abby Smith for three, a high shot, no good. Rebound by Beeks, pulls it up and in. The Lady Tigers get 3 opportunities, Allen. 3 opportunities.
Every time the loose ball is there, a rebound, we've got girls getting after it, and Lacey hung in there on that one and was able to get the 2 points.
Well, Coach Jared Ritchie, he's called a second timeout already here in the first quarter. And that's probably a smart timeout because it's an 8-point lead, and there was a lot of momentum starting to feel there, and he really needed to break that up. Again, we remind you, if you're watching, go to pgtigersonline.com, the comments page. Let us know where you're watching from. Had several already there, and I'd like to hear from more of you.
Probably on that last goal should give Callie Robinson half of that for keeping that one ball alive, and battled 2 players for the rebound.
Well, she did, and the thing that impresses me, I mean, Callie just gets good position. Callie is not that tall. Robinson, she only stands 5'5", but she plays about 5'10". She really does.
Yes, she does.
Well, the Lady Tigers 10-2 here in the first quarter. 1:20 to go in the first quarter. And here comes Maynard. And now loose ball, and the Lady Tigers again get possession. Here comes Beeks. She's coming down hard. She's going to go all the way to the basket. Block. Nice block there by Bailey Lovren.
Almost had a steal by Justine, and she stepped on the sideline there and goes back to the Bearcats.
You know, Justine, I'm watching her body language a little bit, and normally she looks like she's playing with a little attitude today.
She does, and I think she picked it up. I think in that regional tournament, so she's so consistently good that you think you've seen all she can do, and then when we need it, she steps up and does a little bit more.
And her mother says we still haven't seen her best. So, I sure hope we have her for 3 more games and get to see it. They're going to call a foul this time on Huber. 31.7 seconds to go in the first. That's Huber's first and team's 3rd foul. The other 2 fouls go to Macy Colchin. I got some more, and I'll go to our comments page just a moment. Our next, right here at the quarter break. There's Milligan. She's guarded by Fitz. Milligan kept a lot of ball. There's Maynard, a 3-pointer. She's got it. 10-5, and that's a big basket for the Lady Bearcats. Down to 20 seconds. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lady Tigers take one shot here to end the quarter. 15 seconds to go, and now Huber takes the ball at the top. We're down to 11. We got 10 seconds to go here. Huber, don't lose sight of the time. She's got 5 seconds. Here she comes. Kicks it out. There's Abby Smith for 3. Oh,
man.
I thought we were going to get a bottom there, but it just in and out. And that's the end of the first quarter. The score, the Lady Tigers 10, Lady Bearcats 5. And looking at our comments page, the Prairie Grove East is watching from Hot Springs. And, again, congratulations, you guys, down at your conference. I watched a little bit of that today, Alan, and they were showing off this what they've been doing all year and quoting numbers and all the other things they do, not just the webcast, and it was really a nice job. Good job to the East Lab students. John T. watching from New York.
Wow.
Wow. And I'll tell you, we do get them. I know last game we had several from Michigan, New York, Texas. Every game we get them from all over the United States, and during our time we've had every state. We need someone from Maine to watch. Once we get Maine, we've got all 50. Also, Annette and Nancy Whitehouse are watching from Cane Hill. So we really appreciate everyone that is watching, and hope you're enjoying the Lady Tigers. They're up 10-5, off to a good start. And our scoring, Alan, what is our scoring here in the first quarter?
We got Justine's got 4 points for the Lady Tigers. Lacey Beeks 2, Macy Colchin 3, and Callie Robinson with 1 point. And Much like when we played Dardanelle the other night, Jordan Maynard's got all 5 points for the Bearcats.
There it gets inside to Beeks. Beeks goes up, and it's up and in. Lacey Beeks.
Did a great job of catching that ball and getting position.
For those that are watching, we've heard that some can see the score at the bottom of the page, some cannot. Can someone go on the page and if someone could go on the page and let us know if you can see the score at the bottom? Someone's joking with us, Chuck watching from Maine.
Okay.
So.
Oh, well, there we've got it covered if you think that's legit. I don't know.
I can go onto our analytics page and find out if Chuck's legit or not. 12-5, Lady Tigers leading with 7 minutes to go. There's Maynard, and Maynard's done a lot of the work for him, and now they're going to call a foul. That's going to be on Long, Minley Long.
Be 5 team fouls for the Bearcats.
That's right, and that's her first. So they've kind of spread their fouls out. They do have one young lady, Kayla Key, with 2 fouls. Lacey Beeks will get the ball over. There's comfortably in the hands of Abby Smith. She's picked up by Milligan, and there's Beeks, a 3-pointer away from Beeks. Bottom!
Wow.
Hey! 15-5, and now the Lady Tigers with a double-digit lead. 6:40 to go here in the first.
That's 7 points for Lacey so far.
Kay Absher says they can see the score. So if someone can't see the score, I would do some adjustment maybe on your resolution or on your screen or something, because it's probably there. I'm going to go call out some more here in just a moment. Nice crossover move there by Maynard, this time off the board, and Abby Smith with the rebound. Over to Robinson. Robinson gets it over to Beeks. Beeks trying, she's going to get out of the lane. There you go. We got it down there. Good. Now here's pull up. Here comes Smith. No good. Rebound goes. And now back in the game is Kayla Key for the Lady Bearcats. 15-5, Lady Tigers lead. Long with the shot. Long, no good. Rebound, Lady Tigers. Now Huber. She gets across court. Nice job. Beeks!
Wow.
Yes! Boy, that was nice. Did you see that? She just took that. Allen, she took it in stride and laid it in. Didn't even put the ball down. Excellent job from Huber to Beeks. And now looking back at our comments page, wow, we've had a, oh boy, I hear a good song in the background.
Yeah.
McKay Gregson, he's watching, and I know that young man quite well. People can see the score. Thank you for letting us know. Coach Laird checking on the girls. He's in the weight room at the Lady Tiger softball practice, so they're practicing today. And thanks for watching, Coach Laird. Carolyn and Gary Boyle watching. Sorry they couldn't be here today. You know, Gary Boyle and his wife, they are here at almost every game. And Macy Colchin's grandpa, Phil McGarr, watching from Huntsville, Arkansas. We welcome him.
You're right about the Boyles. I don't think this may be the first game all year I've been to that they haven't made it.
There's Long. She's driving against Smith. And, boy, our defense is just tough when they get in there close. There's Key. No good. Rebound. Nice rebound. I think they're going to get Abby Smith for a foul on the floor. I hope it's Abby and not. Yes.
Uh-oh.
That's Huber's, her second foul. And so now Celeste Messenbrink's going to make her way into the game. And 17-5, Lady Tigers. And the other day when we played Maumelle, and Justine got in a little foul trouble about this same time, and they made her work. Zeke Laird watching also. There's Long.
Our defense just giving nothing up
Oh.
easy.
They're going to give Beeks that foul. Now we both have two team fouls. Justin Young, good friend of mine. He can't send the score, but thanks for the compliment there, Justin. Appreciate it. Hey, Justin, if you can't see the score, mess around with your display a little bit, see if you can get anything going there, because some others can see the score. 5:08 to go, 17-5, and that was Kayla Key. She missed her first free throw. So, Alan, I believe if Coach Froud stays true to form, Justine has probably played her last play of the first half, unless he goes out of his normal realm. And now long pass, and Messerbrink tracks it down. Nice hustle by Celeste to get that pass. And here is Fitz. Cross court to Abby Smith. There's Abby, goes right in, lays it up and in, 19-6. Lady Tigers with their largest lead of the game with 4:45 to go in the first half.
That's Abby's first 2 points. Made a great move to her left, driving
Long with a long three, no good. Rebound battled for, and I believe they're going to call Thompson over the back.
Foul called. Lady Bearcats. Alexa Thompson, her first, team 6th.
So far in the second quarter, I believe we've outscored them 9-1.
Well, they didn't score. They didn't get a basket till I think it was 2:40. Here's the three-pointer.
It's going to be
short.
a little short. Oh, thought we might get that rebound, but it bounced too far beyond the line.
But I don't think they scored the first quarter till late. It was like 2:40 or something to go. I think it was the 2:40 mark they got their first basket. And Lady Tigers have played outstanding defense. And the Lady Bearcats have missed a few open shots. There's Lovren with the ball. She drives, kicks it out. That's Key. She's got a big three-pointer. Kayla Key, she gets a three-pointer, and it's 19-9, 3:54 to go here in the first half. Now, we were up by 12 when Justine sat with 2 fouls. Let's see how we do without her in the game. Here's Abby Smith driving. She kicks it out. There's the three-pointer on the way. Bottom! Hey, there is Whitney Fitz. Back up by 13, 22-9. Quickly down the court. Here are the Lady Bearcats. Ball goes out of bounds, going to be retained. Well, we got lucky there. I thought we might have got a foul by Beeks.
I thought so. It was good that she didn't. Keep 1 foul on Lacey. That was Whitney's first basket of the night.
I gotta read this comment. It said, "Let's go, girls!" from the kicker. That's got to be Landon Allen. Landon, appreciate you. And it is the second period. It is 22-9, and Jenny Johnson, she's watching. She loves her Tiger cheerleader. So, again, we appreciate all the comments and everyone that's watching, and we know it's we want to thank PG Telco for providing their service and stuff to help make these possible.
Callie Robinson knocked the ball away on the pass and forced a jump ball.
Callie is really, she's played well all season, but I've seen her play, I think, in these last few games since the district tournament at a different level. She is playing at a totally different level. There's Maynard, and they're going to call a jump ball. Whoa.
What a defensive play by Abby to recover on that. And that play they ran there, I remember seeing Coach Froud going over that in their walkthrough and said, when they do that, make sure you beat them back to the basket because that's where they're going.
.313 to go, 22-9. And here comes Beeks. She's in the middle, pulls up, jumper, about an 8-footer, no good. Rebound's going to go to Robinson. Great job by Callie. Wow. She is incredible. 2:54 to go here in the first half. 22-9. There's all the way to the basket. No good by Fitz. She's going to get called for a foul, though. Good hustle by Whitney. Now both teams with 6 fouls. You know, as many fouls as they had to start, they had 4 fouls, I think, in the first 4 minutes, and they've only had 2 since. So Lady Bearcats have been able to stay out of the bonus.
Down to about 2 minutes and 45 seconds, and both teams will shoot from here on out.
Into the game, number 4, I think that's Cammie Koff. A 2-pointer on the way, no good. Rebound goes to Abby Smith. She gets it down to Whitney Fitz. Lacey Beeks with the ball. She guards, drives, and rolls it in. 24-9, Lacey Beeks. Gosh, she just moves so well in traffic. I mean,
Lacey's got 9 points this quarter.
Three-pointer on the way, no good. Messenbrink with the rebound. And Coach Frow's going to call a timeout.
Timeout. Lady Tigers, 30-second timeout.
Celeste got the rebound, was able to retain possession. 24-9, so Justine's been sitting about 3.5 minutes, and we stretched our lead 3 points.
That Celeste hadn't gotten a whole lot of minutes all year long, but she steps in here at the state tournament, and she's been in the game for about the last 4 minutes and really done a great job playing defense, got a rebound there, and Lady Tigers aren't missing a beat.
$24-9.
I don't know who picks the music out here, but they do pretty good.
Yeah, they do well. I think we're showing our age, Alan.
I wouldn't put them in Jake McBride's class, but they're pretty good.
1:43 to go. Need to get over the timeline and gets it to Abby Smith. Abby drives the lane. There's Celeste. She takes a shot. Oh, she's going to get called for a walk. Oh, and
Traveling violation, Lady Tigers.
Coach Frow not liking that at all right there.
No, that wasn't quite what he was looking for coming out of a timeout there. And usually you can tell if Coach Froud's happy or not.
Drive, nice drive by Callie Milligan. 24-11, 1:18 to go here in the first half. Looks like the Lady Tigers are going to try to run some clock here. Lead's been as many as 15, currently leading by 13. Wow. Pull up jumper by Smith, no good. Rebound's going to go to, that is Maynard, and she's going to get it down quickly. 45 seconds. Long with a long three. She's got it. 24-14. And with 40 seconds to go here in the first half, Lady Tigers 15-point lead, now down to 10. There's Beeks in the middle. Beeks kicks it out to Messenbrink. There's Abby Smith. She kicks it out. There's Lacey Beeks. We're down to 15 seconds to go here in the first half. Down to 10 seconds. Down to 7. We got to get a shot off, girls. We're not even going to get a shot. That's the end of the first half, and Coach Froud will not be happy with that. And very frustrated there, but 24-14. I think the good news here is we got a 10-point lead. It's also good news the fact that Justine went out at about the 5:14, 5:16 mark. We had a 12-point lead, and we only went down to 10 and had it up as much as 15. So I think we're in good shape.
Well, you only give up 14 points in a half, and usually you're going to be ahead in that case, and hopefully that's the way the second half will go as well.
Well, we while we're here still in the air, let's take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we will give you some stats. Also, but real quick, I'm going to give a shout out here to there's a Brooklyn Bearcat watching us, and we're glad that Brooklyn's watching as well, and they're rooting on their girls as well. Come on, girls. And Michelle Sargis, one of my favorite all-time players at Prairie Grove, she's watching from Fort Smith saying, "Go Lady Tigers." Well, let's take a quick commercial break. Following that, we'll come back, give you some stats and some first half comments.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress. I want you to try and imagine all the progress that's been made in medicine since 1918. Now try and imagine the progress that's been made in the insurance business as well. Needless to say, the changes have been massive, but Sterling Drug in Prairie Grove has kept up with it all, and Gary Davis and his staff are ready to provide you with the latest and most effective drugs, and they're going to work with your insurance companies as well. While there have been massive changes in medicine and insurance, one thing that has not changed is the quality professional care you'll receive from Sterling Drug. Sterling Drug, keeping you healthy since 1918. Let's face it, life's moving along at a faster pace these days, and every now and again you find that one stop that allows you to catch your breath. That one stop that reminds you of the good old-fashioned values. The one stop that hand dips their ice creams and makes hamburgers to die for. The one stop that can furnish you with propane and pizza and everything in between. And they usually call you by your name and ask you about your family. Well, that place in Prairie Grove is Frederick's One Stop, serving Prairie Grove since 1975. They say, "Go Tigers!"
The schools participating in this football playoff game are members of the Arkansas Activities Association as authorized by the school boards. The administrators of these schools have helped to write the rules and regulations that govern participation of students in competitive activities for the schools that are members of the Arkansas Activities Association. The Arkansas Activities Association, which is sponsoring this football playoff game, is a voluntary nonprofit educational association of some 500 junior and senior public and private high schools of Arkansas. The regulations which guide these events are adopted by the schools themselves and determine the type of program they believe to be the most desirable for high school youth. The Arkansas Activities Association is one of 50 state organizations that belong to the National Federation of State High School Associations. This association formulates policies, game rules, and standards for inter-school competition. The schools of Arkansas have adopted these rules on eligibility, which correspond to those recommended by the National Federation.
The Arkansas Activities Association believes that athletes are taught many things through sports. In addition to these skills, they learn self-control, ideals of fair play and honesty, respect for authority and for opposing players. To learn these values results in maximum benefits from his or her athletic experiences.
The Arkansas Activities Association supports good sportsmanship. All spectators have a responsibility while watching an athletic contest because their actions influence high school youth. It is important that they display the best of sportsmanship to help instill proper attitudes and ideals in these youth.
PG Telco is the proud sponsor of PGTigersOnline.com, where you can find out all the very latest of what's going on with all the sports teams right here in Prairie Grove. But PG Telco is more, a lot more. They offer phone, internet, long-distance services, and bundles, making it all affordable. And that includes DirecTV. For your home or office, staying connected to the fast-paced world is as easy as calling PG Telco. Call 846-7200. That's 846-7200. PG Telco, built on community, focused on progress.
Okay, we're back with you. It's about 2.5 minutes to go here before they start the second half. And Dr. Williams, how are we looking on the stats so far in the first half?
Lacey Beeks is leading the Lady Tigers. She's got 11 points on the game and 1 personal foul. On the points end, Justine has 4 points, Whitney Fitz 3, Macy Colchin 3, Callie Robinson 1, and Abby Smith 2. And for the Bearcats, they're scoring scattered out. Jordan Maynard scored the first 5 points of the game for them. That's what she had at halftime. Kayla Key has 4 points, Minley Long 3, and Callie Milligan 2.
Wow, well, that's
and there's just
Maynard has seemed to be the most active as far as shooting for the Lady Bearcats, but the one that I've been impressed with the most, number 15, Callie Milligan. She's only a 5'4" sophomore, but she is very quick, and she's kept a lot of balls alive for them. For us, it's Lacey Beeks has definitely stepped up, no question about that. But Callie Robinson has kept so many alive and given us those second and third chances, and that's huge in a game like this.
I think that, and Brooklyn's got a good team that they've brought in here, and to hold them to 14 points at the half is very impressive.
Well, looking at our comments page, another former great, also played on the state championship team, Courtney Galloway. She's watching. Courtney, glad that you're watching. And then Celeste Messenbrink-Sant down in Houston, Texas is watching. And
so we're from Texas to Maine, maybe.
Right.
New York at least.
I'm going to call Chuck's bluff on that one, but no, it's but we have got, like I said, to see New York, Michigan, that's not a surprise because when I actually go in there, there's we analyze that through Google Analytics, and we have them all. And they're all over and especially even in Northwest Arkansas, we have a lot of people who watch from Fayetteville and Bentonville area. Well, we'll get just a few more seconds to start the second half. Any thoughts that as you go to the second half, what do you want to see from the Lady Tigers?
I think on the defensive end, more of the same, and good ball movement. When we've gotten rebounds, when we've been able to get an outlet pass and beat them down the floor 2 or 3 times, and I think we'll see us continue to push the ball if we get a clean rebound.
Well, getting ready to start. Lady Bearcats have the possession arrow, so they're going to get the ball to start the second half. No, let's see here. Yeah, that's correct because there was a one jump ball, and then we would have gotten yep, that's correct. So it goes into Milligan. 24-14, Lady Tigers. Huber back in the game, and there's a quick inside, no good. Rebound's going to go to Beeks. Beeks is going to be fouled, and I believe that's going to be Milligan with that foul. 24-14.
That's her first foul on the game.
Pete Winters is watching. He says, keep it up. I want a road trip to Cave City on Saturday. We're hoping we get to make a return trip. Macy Colchin, she's back in the game. She's had 2 fouls and has sat for quite some time. And the ball I thought they tipped, but no tip. So Lady Bearcats have it 24-14. And Coach Froud, I think he wasn't sure what happened there either. And now across the timeline is Maynard. Just underway in the second half, 24-14, Lady Tigers.
They've had trouble getting inside, and they're starting. All 5 of their offensive players are at the free throw line or above. So maybe trying to pull the defense out, and hopefully they can slip somebody in behind.
That's just good defense there by Macy Colchin. Kind of forced her to odd angle towards the basket, and then she lost the ball out of bounds, did Jordan Maynard.
Bearcats are going to try to press us here. Little 2-2 press.
Wow, no call there. There's Colchin. Colchin throws up a 3. No good. Rebound goes to Long, and she gets it to Maynard quickly down the court. This time they've got a little bit different offensive set than they came down last time with. Minute and a half into this quarter, no score yet. 24-14, Lady Tigers still lead.
Good help there with Callie Robinson to cut off a drive to the lane.
Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Colchin. Pretty good shot there by Samantha Flowers, just unable to fall. Whoa, and now Longton to pick up the loose ball. And look at there. That was just, ball rolls in. That was a smart play by Fitz to keep from doing a foul and had her miss. Unfortunately, we didn't get the rebound, and Maynard now closes the gap to an 8-point lead for the Lady Tigers. And now quickly we beat the press this time. Now here's pull-up jumper by Colchin. Rolls around, no good. Rebound. It's going to go. Ball's going to go out of bounds to the Lady Bearcats off of Beeks. And so now with an opportunity for the Lady Bearcats to close to 6. You know, that's one thing, you know, at this time of the year, you know, they didn't panic. The Lady Bearcats have not panicked, you know, being down by as many as 15 with an opportunity to pull within 6.
They stay in with their game, and they keep hustling, keep looking for their shots. And Macy Colchin's taken 2 shots, and both of them look good to me from here and just didn't quite go in.
Well, now they're getting 2 and 3 chances, and this time Huber's going to come down with the ball. Huber gets it down quickly. She's going to kick it out. There's a 3-pointer from Fitz. Bottom. Yeah. Hey, 27-16. First basket for the Lady Tigers comes at the 5-minute and 10-second mark of the second half.
Justine got that rebound, went all the way down the court with it, and made one good pass, and Whitney knocked it down.
Nice block. Oh, got to get the rebound. They're going to call a foul on Robinson. Nice block by Lacey, and then the ball was sitting there, and Lacey and Callie just kind of looked at it for a minute, and Lady Bearcat came in there and got it. Actually, they called the foul. It was actually on Callie Robinson. They said Macy.
We actually had one sub at the last dead ball, I think, had Abby Smith come in for Macy.
The long 3-pointer by Fitz, that's a little short. Wow, that was she was behind that line a good 3 feet.
She was. She didn't hesitate, hit the front of the rim, just a little bit short.
Coach Froud uses his second timeout.
I think he's wanting to see a little bit better ball movement like he did in the first half and get them settled down here.
27-16, Lady Tigers lead. 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Just to anyone who may want to know how the tournament has gone. Anyone who so far in the girls, Valley View will play later tonight against Central Arkansas Christian, who defeated Maumelle by 5 points. Also tomorrow, Malvern will play Heber Springs, who defeated Pottsville. Pottsville missed a 3-pointer at the end of the game, and then Gentry will play Star City, and Star City looked impressive earlier here today. I'll maybe get to some boys action here in just a bit. Lady Bearcats with the ball. There's Milligan at the top of the key. She gets it to Maynard. Flowers, she's guarded by Robinson. She drives, pulls up shot. They're going to call a foul. That may be on Huber.
Let's see.
No, they're going to call that one on Robinson. That's her second foul. At the line is Flowers to shoot 2, and she makes the first one. So 27-16. She makes them both, and the lead's back down to 9. 3:59 to go here in the third. Here comes Beeks. And the Lady Tigers have really not had a lot of trouble getting past that press. Now all of a sudden looks like Long comes up with the loose ball. The Brooklyn fans are getting a little louder here, Alan.
Well, they were. I thought they got away with the foul a little bit there on Justine. She was trying to make that pass. Looked like she got hit on the arm pretty good, but no call on that one.
Long three-pointer, no good. They're going to call Fitz for that hold. That was Kayla Key, who left the game earlier with 2 fouls. I don't think she's gotten a foul since there. That's Fitz's second foul, team third foul, 3:17 to go. Lady Tigers with just 1 basket here in this quarter. Long with the ball. Oh, she got away with a walk.
Yeah.
Jordan misses that. Jordan Maynard misses that one, and here comes a quick pass down to Callie. Take your time, Callie. She lays it up and in. Callie Robinson, good pass from Lacey Beeks, and a great finish there by Robinson, 29. Here comes Key, and a no way! Oh, sorry. Good grief. That was just, good block. Oh.
I didn't know if there was any contact there, hardly, but.
Oh, that's 3 quick fouls on Robinson. 2:50 to go here. Team 4th foul, and 29-18, and Key misses the first one. Wow.
Just subbed out, brought in Macy Colchin back in for Callie, and she picked up her 3rd foul, and kind of with our normal rotation.
Colchin has 2 fouls herself. She got them pretty early, and now second shot on the way. It's also missed, and Beeks comes up with a rebound. 29-18, 2:45 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Colchin with the ball. She gets to Abby Smith at the top of the key. Here comes Fitz. Oh, she thought about that 3. Now Abby Smith, pull up little jumper, no good, gets her own rebound. Get out of the lane, Abby. Here comes Beeks. She kicks it out to Whitney. They're going to call a hold there on Alexa Thompson, and Lady Bearcats, nice job on the defense, not giving us a good look at the basket. Ran almost 40 seconds in that possession.
Both teams been playing well on the defensive end.
Yeah.
Oh, what an inbounds play.
Colchin gets it, the lead back to 13. Our largest lead has been 15. Here's Thompson with the ball. She's guarded by Beeks. Maynard gets it inside. That's Key. Key's going to be fouled on the floor, and that's going to be against Colchin. That's her 3rd, and Coach Froud. Coach Froud's shouting out to, I think he's going to have some of the girls switch up their assignments. 31-18, 1:51 to go in the 3rd. Here is Milligan going baseline, and there's Colchin.
Oh.
Nice anticipation
Great
by
help.
Macy Colchin.
Great help on the backside. She saw the play developing and got down and beat the offensive player to the ball.
Here comes, that's Beeks baseline, going to be fouled. Please let her have some shots on this one. Number 2, that's Alexa Thompson. That's her 3rd foul. Beeks is going to go to the line. Beeks leading all scorers right now and knocks that one down, 32-18. Beeks with 12 points. Robinson come back in with 3 fouls. I think Colchin picked up her 3rd a while ago, so they both have 3.
2 with 3, and have Huber and Fitz with 2.
Well, with a minute and a half to go, the Lady Tigers are back up to their largest lead of the game, 33-18, to go in the 3rd. Lady Bearcats are going to need some offense and some offense quickly. They're going to make a close here before it gets too late. There's a shot by Milligan on the way, no good, way off the mark. That's Robinson again with a rebound. Robinson gave it up to Beeks. Beeks gives up to Huber, and we're down to a minute to go here in the third. Lady Tigers up by 15, 33-18.
We're spreading the floor here at the last minute.
Boy, they're picking us up out there, too. They're not letting us get away with that. And there's going to be a foul. That's number 23. That's Kayla Key. I believe that's her third foul.
That'll be her third foul as well. You're correct.
Looking at her. Remind those watching, let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you're thinking about the game thus far. And now Beeks is going to pull it out. And, boy, they're sending two. They're trying to trap there. And now another foul. That one's going to be on Milligan. I think is that Milligan's third?
That's her second,
Her second foul.
Well, both teams have 5 team fouls. We made it through the entire first half without a 1-and-1. I don't think we'll be that fortunate this half.
And now Lady Tigers spreading the floor. They're in a 4 corners. Trying to run that clock down through the end of the quarter. 25 seconds to go in the third. The Lady Tigers up by 15. Looked like they're wanting the last shot. There's enough distance so they can't do the 5-second count. Now Huber's alone up at the top. We're down to 10 seconds to go here in the quarter. Here comes Huber. Here's Fitz for 3. No good. Rebound, Huber. Ball's going to go out with 3 seconds to go, and the Lady Tigers are going to retain possession. So one more shot to go here.
They executed well and got an open shot and just wouldn't quite go down.
And now here's Robinson. There's Beeks. Robinson not used to taking that three-pointer. She had a wide open three, and she kind of looked like, this isn't what I'm supposed to be doing.
That's right. I think the intent was for Justine to go ahead and shoot that ball and everybody else to look for the rebound, but Lady Tigers did a great job. Took a kind of took a hard shot there early in the quarter, but came back and had the biggest lead of the night.
Well, this Carolyn from Maumelle, they were such great host and hostess last week while we were in Maumelle. She's here with us, and they're still in the house. I think Maumelle boys play later today at 5:30. They follow us today. They're going to be playing. They'll be playing the Brooklyn boys. So Brooklyn's well represented, as is Maumelle. Although the Maumelle girls went down last night. Well, the nice thing about the quarter, we went in at halftime with a 10-point lead, and we stretched it back to our largest lead at 15. We got the arrow possession, so we get the ball to start the third quarter.
Just need to finish this one out, and Brooklyn, they're going to keep playing hard, and they're hanging with us and trying to play the defense, and our girls have responded well.
Well, for the most part, let's see, Justine is sitting on how many points?
She's got 4 points for the game. And Lacey Beeks is leading us with 13.
And there's Smith for 3. No good. Rebound goes to the Lady Bearcats. I bet if you would have told Coach Ritchie from the Lady Bearcats that Huber would only have 4 points, I don't think he'd think he would have been down by 15 and now 13. But Huber has done a lot more today than just score. She's gotten a lot of key rebounds, made some things happen on fast breaks, and boy, they got away with a push there. Gets it over to Whitney Fitz. And now there's Beeks going to have an easy layup and in. Whitney, the Beeks, 35-20. These girls just play so well together, Alan. They just, you can tell they've practiced a lot. You can tell they've played together. They just know where each other are. They just play well together.
They do, and Beeks has played as well in the open floor today, finishing at the end of some breaks, making the pass on some. But when the ball's been in her hands on the break, good things have happened for the Tigers.
Maynard with a three-pointer, and now Robinson's going to get her 4th foul. You know, Robinson didn't have a foul in the first half. She's got all 4 of them here in the second half.
That's going to be 16 fouls.
And now there's going to be close to 5-second call. Wow, they did get it in. There's Flowers. She pulls up, jumps, and it's up and in. Nice job there, Samantha Flowers. Nice penetration, good jump shot there. Lady Tigers get it over the timeline, and Beeks with the ball. She's going to drive right down the lane. They're going to call her on the floor. Beeks might have got away with an extra step that time, but it could have happened because she got pushed, Alan.
It may have, and I believe that's Kayla Key's 4th foul as well. So both teams getting in a little bit of foul trouble here.
There's Callie Robinson. She gets it to Fitz, and now they just move the ball back to the top of the key. And with 6 minutes and 20 seconds, the Lady Tigers with a 13-point lead. Beeks inside, and she's battling. She's going to walk on that one. They got her for a walk. I thought she got hacked there for a second, but they did get her for a walk.
Right. I thought on that first shot she got fouled and didn't get that call, but they did get her on the walk when she got the rebound.
PG-14 telling Beeks to keep it up. Shot on the way, no good. Rebound by Abby Smith, and then Jordan Mater knocks it away, but the Lady Tigers will have possession. 5:56 to go. And like you said earlier, they kind of got this 2-2 full court press, and Lady Tigers have not had a lot of trouble breaking it today, and they have just done it again. And now Abby Smith with the ball, and back to Beeks. 5:40 to go, 35-22. Lady Tigers with a 13-point lead. And it looks like the Lady Tigers are going to wait for really good shots.
They're going to make them work on the defensive end and not get in a hurry.
Probably want to start going to the line. Oh, she got away with an extra step. No good. Rebound goes to Maynard. She shuffled her feet going in there, Alan.
She did. And I don't know if that's the shot that Coach Froud was looking for.
Wow, three-pointer. Jordan Maynard hits a three-pointer, and all of a sudden that 15-point lead's down to 10. Coach Ritchie calls a timeout. And with 5:13 to go, he's in striking distance.
Well, teams that make it to state are good, and they won yesterday for a reason, and they're not going to give us the game. They're going to make us beat them and play to the end. And I think our Tigers are up to the challenge, but we'll see what happens as we come out of this timeout.
Well, Coach Jared Ritchie of the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats has got one timeout left. Coach Froud has 3. Both teams with 6 team fouls, so they're both going to shoot in the bonus from here on out. 25-35, and that was a big three-pointer because, you know, when you get in this fourth quarter, you want to be within 10 points, and now that's where they are. The press has not hurt us, but what's hurt us the last 2 times, we just missed our shots. We've had a couple of decent shots and just missed them. Abby Smith only back playing her 2nd game after a 4-game absence, and she's played pretty well today.
She stepped up and played well, and after coming back from an injury.
Cross-court pass to Colchin, and now Beeks at the top, gets it to Huber. And we're at 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Lady Tigers up by 10. Huber started to go and then pulls it out. Whitney Fitz. She's guarded by Long. And Flowers is on Huber. Lady Tigers going to make them foul. I think that's what they're trying to do. They want to go to the line. And now the foul is going to be on Key, and that's going to be...
I believe that's her 5th foul.
That may be her 5th.
Foul call on Lady Bearcats, number 23, Kayla Key, her 5th personal.
Well, that's the senior, Kayla Key. And she has the look of a senior who has played many games for the Lady Bearcats and recognizes that they got a tall order for having the opportunity to play again. But Kayla Key has played very well today, and she's gotten a few loose balls, scored a few points. How many points did Kayla have?
She finished with 4 points on the day.
Kayla with 4 points, and there is Beeks making the first of a 1-and-1. But Kayla's played well and picked up her 5th foul. And now Beeks, 2nd one on the way, and it's good, 37-25. And Alan, what I want to see down this stretch is keeping that double-digit lead, keeping, you know, at least 3-4 possession lead. You don't want it to get down to a 2-possession game. There's Maynard, misses that time, and there's 3 ladies down here. Wow. Beeks gets it to Colchin. Colchin lays it up and in.
Oh.
Macy Colchin, nice job. 39-25. Lady Tigers up by 14.
Huber got that outlet pass almost to half court, and Lacey got it on up the floor to Macy, and she finished. Great fast break.
That's a good observation because they had 3 girls down there on Huber. And now a quick break down there to Fitz. She started to go for it. Now she's just going to pull it out. Waits for Beeks, and now the Lady Tigers reset with 3:45 to go, a 14-point lead. Lady Tigers in the 4 corners now. They're going to make them foul. And now the foul, that one I believe is going to be on number 22. That's Jordan Maynard. She's leading their scoring with, she's got 12 points in the game, and that's only her 2nd foul, so she's not in any foul trouble.
I think on the rebound,
one of the Brooklyn Bearcats that are watching, she's gives a shout out to Kayla, say it's all right, you had a great season and keep your head up. And Brooklyn Bearcat, you're exactly right. She's played exceptionally well today, and we are glad that we have some of the Brooklyn Bearcats watching as well. Beeks makes it 40-25, and Beeks is, I hate to say this, but she's perfect from the line, and she remains perfect from the line. 41-25, Lady Tigers with their largest lead of the game. How many points she now have, Alan?
Beeks has 19 points on the game.
Wow, she had 22 against Maumelle last week in the semifinal of the regional. And a high-scoring affair. That was a 76-74. And even though they went to overtime, they only scored 6 points in overtime, I think. It was a high-scoring affair.
It was.
Three-pointer, good.
Oh.
Big three-pointer. That's Samantha Flowers, and Samantha is now with 7 points for the Lady Bearcats. 41-28. Macy Colton with the ball, and the Lady Tigers again in their 4 corners. 2:55 to go, and whoa, that was a dangerous pass.
Well, you're right, keeping that lead at 13 points, and from here on out we'll be shooting 2 free throws, so hopefully we can hang on to that lead.
And once this thing gets down to about 2 minutes, Brooklyn will have no choice but to foul here soon. They're going to have any hope of having a strong finish. And now there's a nice feed. Robinson, yes! Hey! Callie Robinson, who's played so well, gets another basket. Nice job by Huber to set that one up. I was so excited after that.
Yeah.
It looks like they crossed over the line when they got ready to bring it in, Alan.
They got ready to throw it in, so the ball goes back to the Tigers.
43-28, and that was huge. I was so excited for Callie that I didn't see him do that. So, and now it's Fitz. She's going to take it and go back out to the top. Lady Tigers going to set up their 4 corners, and
I think they tried to foul there, and the official didn't call it.
I think they are too, and now a foul's going to be called. That one's going to be on number 22. That is Jordan Maynard.
I've been trying to keep up with the stats as we're talking. I don't know if I'm keeping this correctly or not, but I think Macy goes to the line. She's got 7 points so far on the day.
Make that 8. I think you've been doing a really good job of keeping the stats today. Second one on the way, it's good, and it's 45-28. Lady Tigers now 17-point lead. Their largest of the game comes at the 2-minute mark. We are at 2 minutes to go. There's a long 3. No good. Rebound goes to Beeks. And now she's going to be fouled. I think again that's going to be Jordan Maynard. Now Maynard's only a junior. Oh, I'm sorry. They called that on Minley Long. You know, they've got a pretty young team here, Alan. Minley Long's a sophomore. We talked about Milligan being a sophomore. Maynard's a junior, so they got quite a few coming back, and Beeks makes another free throw.
I think if we make it back to state next year, you can bet we'll see Brooklyn there as well.
And Beeks misses her first free throw, but I think she's about 9 of 10 from the line, and she has done the long three-pointer that time by Maynard. Rebound goes to Fitz, and now with 1:43, Lady Tigers look like they're going to make it to the state semifinal. For those that are watching, the Lady Tigers look like they're going to hang on here. It's going to be Saturday at noon from right here in Cave City. We'll bring it to you, but Saturdays, everybody's off of work. We ought to have a little bit of a crowd here. We'll play the winner of Valley View and CAC, Central Arkansas Christian. Central Arkansas Christian beat Maumelle, who took us to overtime. They beat Maumelle by 5. They're going to play Valley View, the #1 seed from the East. And if Valley View's basketball team is anything like their volleyball team,
they're bound to have some athletes and have a good team. I'm going to try to hang around tonight and watch their game, see if we can see how that one works out. And I know Coach Froud and Coach Green had a chance to see CAC, and they both thought they were a pretty good team as well.
Well, they come in. CAC comes in as a 4 seed from the South region, but I believe they're anything but I wouldn't let that seed be deceiving at all, because they have some strong teams in the South. Malvern was the #1 seed. Star City, a regular here at the state tournament. They're both there, and our friends from up north, the Gentry Lady Pioneers, will be taking on Star City tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Well, we're excited. It looks like the Lady Tigers, with 1:20 to go, will be going to the state semifinal. They get it into Huber, back to Beeks, and now with an 18-point lead, let's see if the Lady Bearcats are going to foul or if they're just going to let that time run. They're still being very aggressive, and Lady Tigers just moving it around, and down to a minute to go in the game, and boy, they're staying aggressive. Now they're going to foul. I think they were trying to do it without fouling there. I think they were just trying to get a steal.
They keep playing hard. You gotta give the Lady Bearcats their due. They've hustled and continued to play, but Lady Tigers are just a little bit better today.
I've definitely been impressed with the effort, and like I said, they've got a lot of young ladies coming back, and Fitz makes that 47-28. Our Lady Tigers just played good, sound, fundamental basketball today and got up a pretty good lead and was just able to hang on. Fitz makes the other one. 48-28, 55 seconds to go in the game. And Alan, I think everyone played a really good game today, but if I had to point one or two out, it would definitely be Callie Robinson getting a lot of loose balls, and then you can't say enough about Lacey Beeks today.
Lacey, I think let me count them up here. I think she's sitting on 20 points right now.
And the Lady Tigers are going to stand, and now if Coach Froud, I think he's going to call a timeout here.
Looks like he's
going to get some. That is, I love it. Coach Froud is going to get some young ladies in. It looks like he's going to have. It looks like it's going to be Celeste Messenbrink, Ariana Mitchell, Cecilia Martinez, Taylor Harton, and I think that who's number 30?
That's Stormy Roach.
Stormy Roach is in. So he's got Cecilia Martinez to bring the ball in, and here comes Taylor Harton, and there gets it into Ariana Mitchell. Ariana, a lot of playing time earlier in the year, not as much down the stretch, but she's in the game and has helped the Lady Tigers throughout the year. And she's going to get a chance, pull up jumper. Come on, Ariana. Oh, no good. Ball's going to be knocked out of bounds. 9.9 seconds, 48-28. I like it when Coach Froud does this and gives these girls, all these girls work so hard. They put a lot of hours in and get a chance to play in the state's very special.
They have. He's going down the bench and giving every one of them a fist there, a little celebration as this one ends.
And that's it. That's going to do it as Cecilia Martinez hangs on to it when the clock hits 0 and the final score, the Lady Prairie Grove Tigers 48, the Brooklyn Lady Bearcats 28. So a 20-point victory for the Lady Tigers. Congratulations to Coach Froud Coach Dugan, and they will be playing at noon against the winner of Valley View and Central Arkansas Christian, who played tonight at 7 o'clock. Well, some final thoughts in the game. Justin Young with an observation. I wish the Hogs could make free throws like the Lady Tigers.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
Oh, boy. Well, let's, again, we thank all those who have watched. If you want to stick around for just a few minutes, I'm going to check out the stats from Dr. Williams. For the Lady Tigers, how'd they shape up?
Well, I've got 20 points for Lacey Beeks, 8 for Whitney Fentz. Macy Culchin came in with 9 points. Callie Robinson had 5, Abby Smith 2, Justine Huber 4. So we scattered the points around. Lacey definitely led the way, but good. And I may be 2 points short, so maybe I'm leaving 2 off of somebody here.
Well, I think if, and like I said earlier, if you'd have gone to Coach Ritchie ahead of the game and said, hey, Huber is going to have 4 points, how do you feel about that? I think he would have taken that. But the Lady Tigers, in spite of Huber only being held to 4 points, as she did, to her deal, she did sit out most of the second quarter, but being held to 4 points and still with a 20-point victory says that the Lady Prairie Grove Tigers are more than just a Justine Huber team.
It does, and 6 girls got the lion's share of the playing time, but I don't think we need to forget Celeste Messenbrink coming in the second quarter, and she got in 5 good minutes of defense, and we didn't lose anything when she came in the game for Justine. But one thing about our team, it seems like every one of those girls come in can beat you.
Well, from the Lady Bearcats, Callie Milligan, she had 2 points, but she was all over the floor and made a lot of things happen early in the game. Minley Long with 3. Samantha Flowers had a 3-pointer, 2 free throws, and a 2-point basket to have 7 points. Kayla Key, who she fouled out, and she had 4 points, a 3-pointer, and a free throw. Jordan Maynard led the Lady Bearcats with 12. Well, that's going to do it from here in Cave City. We will be with you Saturday. We will begin the webcast at 11:45. We look forward to bringing it to you. Again, I want to thank Chris Harton for doing the camera work today. Shelly, nice job of producing. Dr. Williams, thanks for your help. And I'm Lynn Gregson from Cave City. We'll see you on Saturday. Thank you and have a great night.